Hello everyone. We are very happy to introduce Dr. Sai Vyshnavi, who scored a fantastic rank of 17 in the NEET PG 2019. So, hi Sai Vyshnavi.
Hi sir.
And one more proud thing is that she belongs to Government Kilpauk Medical College. Maybe, I'm personally associated with Kilpauk Medical College since I am both an undergrad as well as postgrad in that college. So anyway, so how do you feel, Sai Vyshnavi, now?
As soon as I checked my results, it was really out of the world. I couldn't express my happiness, and I was really thankful to God, to all my friends, family, and they were a huge support in this process of my PG preparation.
Okay, so I would like to ask, you are from Kilpauk Medical College because I know how things go there and how hectic the internship is.
Yes.
So, did you start your preparation from internship or did you start after the internship? Are you very serious in your preparation during internship?
During internship, as you also know, as a KMCN, we had to shuttle between two colleges like Government Roypeta College and KMC. So it gets a bit very hectic during surgery postings or any
Major clinical
postings. So you don't get enough time to sit and prepare the way you should prepare for PG courses. So I did not do much preparation
during the
so
internship. So you had no time.
I had no
So
time.
your real preparation started
After my graduation day.
maybe in the
March,
April time. Okay. So basically you didn't have much time, isn't it? So
I didn't.
the time is very little.
Yes,
Like
yes.
March to December, it's only hardly like 9 to 10
9
months.
months. Yes.
9 months. So, how hard it was to prepare in that 9 months, because you'll be seeing that many of the, certain other students who you come across you might be heard in the YouTube or some other, social media telling that I started preparation in my second year, third year. When you hear those things and when you know that you have started preparation only like in the March after internship and you have only 9 months ahead of it, and what are the, challenges you faced?
My sincere opinion is to all undergraduation students, do concentrate on your undergraduation first because that forms the basis for any PG preparation. So if you are good, if you get a decent mark or if your preparation is decent in your undergraduation time, then you need not worry too much about post-graduation, because I don't say that it is impossible to get a PG seat with 8 to 9 months of preparation. It is hard. I accept it is hard, but it is never impossible. You can do it with much greater confidence if you do your UG well. So you need not cram up all UG and PG in your 5 years course. You go to clinical postings, enjoy clinical postings, learn as much as you can, because now the trend in MCQs is also being clinical questions.
And
you need to correlate.
You think
well.
that now the trend is like many of them don't attend their clinical postings at all and they just sit and cram up for the PG entrance examination.
Yes.
Among all these things, then your advice is something unique,
Yes.
isn't it? Because you ask them to prepare well during their clinical postings in that particular clinical posting well.
Yes.
So it helps. Really.
And I also suggest that you read standard books, because after all your questions are going to be only from those standard books.
Excellent.
Whatever guidebooks or whatever material you have in hand, it is the same information from those standard books as references. So if that's what I say, that undergraduation reading standard books is really essential.
Really essential. So what are the books during undergraduation? You might, because being a topper and being ranked 17, and I think you can give some tips regarding what are the standard books you read during your preparation.
For surgery, I read Bailey and Love.
Undergraduation.
Yes, for surgery, I was reading Bailey and Love. For medicine, the major chunk was from Davidson. And for Harrison, I went for only symptomatology and few topics like CVS, few topics, RS, few topics.
Okay.
So I didn't get time to read the whole of Harrison.
So your major chunk was from Davidson, which is also
Davidson.
a very good standard book.
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
Okay, then?
And then for pediatrics, I went with OP Guy with little references from Nelson also. And OG, it was again Shah.
Okay, for preclinical subjects, the first year and second year subjects?
For first year subjects, what We all the seniors tell that you read Chaurashia because it is the initial. You step into your MBBS and you don't. You have bad dreams seeing Grey's Anatomy. So it is better to start with smaller books like Chaurashia and then go for picture references and atlases, which makes your work a little easier.
Okay, other clinical subjects. So what about the influence of Robbins?
Robbins is one book which I would like to buy every edition. It releases 9th, 10th, whatever edition it comes, I would love to read Robbins because it is such a good book, such an excellent book. The pictures are out of the world. You see a picture, that too when you're in your second year time, you have a lot of leisure time. Okay,
during even
it is a 1.5 years.
That's what I tell my juniors also. Like being a consultant and being a physician right now, even I refer to Robbins a lot of times. Sometimes if some topics gets difficult to understand the basic patterns and pathophysiology, even I tend to refer Robbins. That's such a good book.
Yes, such a good book. And if you try to see all the images for the first time when you sit for PG preparation, it is impossible. So you when you see them in your second year, it gets registered in your mind a bit very for a larger period. So you need not go back and refer Robbins every time because when a question pops up, you remember the image. That's what Robbins does to you.
Great,
and it's
because
a beautiful
there is
book.
a great illustration and explanation behind that picture.
It's
also.
very beautiful.
Okay, and like coming back to your PG preparation and how much mock test did you give? And what is the role of mock tests? Do you think they are important? And how many mock tests you want to give?
Mock tests are really important, but I advise not to go for mock tests very early in the preparation because it might pull you down. And
when you're preparing for the first time.
When you're preparing for the first time, during the initial 3 to 4 months, I advise not to give any mock tests. Just go on.
For those who are preparing.
For the first time after the internship, when you start to prepare, just go with the flow. Start with a subject of your choice, easier subject, pick up easier one, and once you settle down in the PG preparation, and you will know that by the time you come forward for about 3 to 4 months, you will know and what a PG preparation is and how much hard work you need to put in, and don't give any mock tests in the initial 3 to 4 months. After you have the confidence that you have read like almost 50 to 60% of it, then I advise you to give mock tests because you can do cross revisions. You can always do cross revisions and you can have small tests, but never give a mock test because I think it may bring down your morale. And giving up at that time is really disastrous.
Because when you do for the first time and when your mock test ranks are not that great, and it brings down your morale. And are you a consistent ranker in the mock test? Whatever mock test you gave, whatever grant test you gave, are you a consistent ranker?
No, everybody who gives a mock test will have ups and downs. It is not that the first ever mock test you give, you will be the rank 1 or among the top 100. My rank was around 20,000 whatnot, 4 digits, 5 digits.
This is what I tell. So thank you for being very honest.
Yes, it was like I had to count the zeros or how many digits in my rank. It was literally like that.
And it's going to create a lot of lows also in your.
It will create lows, but
in your mindset.
Yes, but then it will give you an idea like how the pattern is.
Okay. It will give you a good time management.
Good time management. Give as many mock tests as you can in the last 3 months. Or 3.5 months, you can give a lot of mock tests. You can assess yourself. Why mock test is it helps you to channel your preparation, whether you're going in the right path or because UG period we will read all the subjects, all the topics, but then when it comes to PG, you need to concentrate on some and leave out on some. And these mock tests will help you. You have to concentrate on
core areas.
Yeah, core areas, and that's what an institute also helps you in. Because joining an institute, you will have great faculties. They will help you guide in that way. You need not concentrate on less important topics and concentrate more on what is needed, what is the core preparation strategy, and that's what you'll get to know.
You prepared with your group, because a lot of people do prepare with their own group. So you had a group like that, or you prepared alone?
I had a group of friends.
You advise, you wanted to prepare in a group, or you request people to prepare alone on their own?
No, I had a group of friends.
It's a very tough question, I know.
Yeah, I had a group of friends, but we never did actual group study. It was like very rarely we meet, but we used to have doubts that we discuss through phone or group messages like that.
Okay, it
So
depends on the individual.
I basically didn't do any particular group study, by the way, like
But it
4
depends
hours,
on-
5
depends
hours.
on the individual, yeah.
Depends on the individual. When
So-
you're comfortable, and it is important that all the members in your group have the same mindset, and because no one has to distract you, because it again ends up in going in the wrong path. So sit together, have a healthy discussion, have a healthy group study.
And one final question, like usually the day before NEET, that is a nightmare for any PG aspirant.
Yes.
Like the day before NEET, especially, like maybe even for institute exams also, but the
Yes.
day before NEET,
Yes.
especially, is a nightmare. So you would have felt a lot of palpitations, you would have felt a lot
Yes.
of anxiety.
Yes.
What did you do? Did you do something special to tackle that, or just did you let it go?
Treat any day before your NEET as any other usual day. And even the day of NEET, you should not do anything out of the way. Whatever you do in the morning, get up, have coffee, have a nice talk with your family, you sit down to study, and you don't do anything that you did not do for the past these many months. Okay, so because it's very important to stay calm. Only if you stay calm, you can do better. You have to preserve your energy.
No,
Your
being
brain
anxious
needs an
doesn't
energy.
help.
Being anxious never helps.
And
If
just-
being anxious adds more marks to my NEET score, then I would be really anxious before NEET.
So you were never anxious.
I
A little bit of anxiety.
little bit of anxiety
Because that
is
is
good.
needed. That is needed.
A little
because
bit of
it
anxiety
has
is
to
good.
push.
It has to drive you to perform better in NEET.
So that's what like I tell the students. Anxiety is like a normal curve. You have, it has to be on both the sides of the curve. The lines are flat.
Yes.
Either too little anxiousness or too high anxiousness. Both are going to adversely affect your performance. But in the center of the normal curve, you have the peak and the mean. And a right amount of anxiety is going to give right amount of performance, which is going to yield very good results.
Yes,
That's what
because
I tell them.
those 3.5 hours are that is the ultimate time. We are working
Only for
for
that.
about 8 to 9 months only
Only
for
for
those
that
3.5
3.5
hours.
hours.
There's no use in getting anxious, and if you don't perform in these 3.5 hours, it's all gone in vain.
All the 8 to 9 months of preparation is
It's gone in vain. Yeah, it's a waste.
okay. So, and any special tips from your personal special tip, for the students who are preparing for the next exams?
Don't go searching for many sources, because the more sources you gather, it really makes you anxious in the end, because you will not find time to revise everything. So stick to your sources. Have limited sources. Have 1 or 2 books. Your notes are the most essential thing. Go through them, revise them regularly, do cross revision. Don't bother about your marks. Your mock scores do not matter, and please don't give up till from day 1 and until the day of exam, till you sit before your computer or system. Please do not give up.
Yeah, and thank you, Sai Vyshnavi. And we are all, as a part of Team Prime, we are really, really proud of your rank. And we wish you all the very, very, very best for the future.
Thank you, sir. And I would like to thank Team Prime, because an institute shapes you in your postgraduate preparation. And in each and every faculty I've come across in Team Prime, they've not only given us academic tips, but they've also given us lot of guidance to shape our career and life as a whole. And we are eternally grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sai Vyshnavi, and thank you for joining with us.
Thank you, sir.
And wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much.